Hey guys, I'm Isaac, and this is my dad.
Hey everyone, I'm David. This is my son. We love music. We love sharing music with one another, and we've been doing these videos as an opportunity for us to share songs that mean a lot to us, to get each other's reaction to it.
So last week I shared Ocean by John Butler, and that got a big thumbs up from my dad.
The week before that, I shared Inca Roads by Frank Zappa. Got a big thumbs up. So we're 2 for 2. This week, it's my shot. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I want to share an artist with you. It was so hard for me to think of one song. You may have seen this book that around the house because I've been reading it. I got it from the library this week. The Double Life of Bob Dylan. It's a new biography that just came out, and it got me listening again to Dylan's work. So I want to share some Bob Dylan with you. What do you know about Bob Dylan?
I know he's an incredible songwriter and poet, but I personally have never really gotten much into Dylan just because I really don't really like his voice that much, and it makes it kind of hard for me to listen to, even though I love the songs that he writes. I just haven't listened to as much of his discography as I think most people probably would assume I have.
Okay. All right. Well, fair enough. So this is great. So because I couldn't choose one song, instead I thought about categories, and I thought about the range of songs that he's written over the course of his career. And I came up with 5 categories, and I thought maybe you could choose 3 of those categories, and we would listen to 3 Dylan songs and get your reaction to each one.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So the first category that I have on here is love song. Love song. So there's a secret song in here, but maybe you'll choose love song. The next one is lyrical. So songs that have a real focus on the lyrics, the poetry. Next one is folk rock. Secret song in there. What's the folk rock song? Who knows?
Who knows?
I know. Humorous. He's well known for writing some very funny songs. And then finally what I'm calling Scorched Earth. So of these 5 categories, which one is maybe the first one you'd like to look at?
Well, I think I want to start out with the Scorched Earth because I'm curious as to what that means.
Scorched Earth. Okay. What it means. Yeah, great question. I'll be interested in your thoughts on it. This is Subterranean Homesick Blues.
All right.
I
do not know it.
Let's cue it up.
John is in the basement mixing up the medicine. I'm on the pavement thinking about the government. A man in a trench coat, badge out laid off, says he's got a bad cough, wants to get it paid off. Look out, kid, it's something you did. God knows when, but you're doing it again. You better duck down the alleyway looking for a new friend. A man in a coonskin cap and a pig pen wants $11 bills. You only got 10. Maggie comes fleet-foot, face full of black soot, talking at the heat, puts plants in the bed, but the phone's tapped anyway. Maggie says the man is said it must bust an early man. Orders from the DA. Look out, kid, don't matter what you did. But walk on your tiptoes, don't tie no bows. Better stay away from those that carry around a fire hose. Keep a clean nose, wash the plain clothes. You don't need a weatherman to know which way the wind blows. Get sick, get well, hang around the inkwell, hang bell, hard to tell if anything is gonna sell. Try hard, get boxed, get back, ride rail, get jail, jump bail, join the army if you fail. Look out, kid, you're gonna get hit by losers, cheaters, 6-time users, hanging around the leaders. Girl by the whirlpools, looking for a new fool, don't follow leaders, or watch your parking meters. Get born, keep warm, short pants, romance. Learn to dance, get dressed, get blessed. Tired of being success. Please her, please him. Buy gifts, don't steal, don't live. 20 years of schooling and they put you on the day shift. Look out, kid, they keep it all hid. Better jump down a manhole, light yourself a candle. Don't wear sandals, try to avoid the scandal. Don't wanna be a bum, you better chew gum. The pump don't work, cause the vandals took the handle.
Any idea as to why I would have categorized that as Scorched Earth?
I mean, I think part of it probably has to do with the pace of the song. It's pretty fast. I mean, it was like 2 minutes. I mean, also the lyrics as well seemed to lend itself to that categorization. So why did you choose to have that be the song under the Scorched Earth category?
I think of this song as Scorched Earth because it's like it's the first track on the Bringing It All Back Home album, and I'm just imagining being the person who bought that album when it first came out and putting it on the record player and having that song come out and just like punching you right in the face. Like there's so much energy to that song. It stands out from other songs from that time period. And I wasn't alive when this song came out, and I'm not a Dylan expert by any stretch, but this song to me really feels like it stands out from its contemporaries of the time, and that it had a significant impact on the way that songs were written subsequently. We have love song, lyrical poetry, folk rock, or humorous. What do you got?
Let's go for a little bit of folk rock.
Folk rock.
Yeah.
Folk rock. We have Like a Rolling Stone.
Once upon a time you dressed so fine, threw the bumps of dime in your prime. Then you, people call, say beware doll, you're bound to fall, you thought they were all kidding you. You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out. Now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't seem so proud about having to be scrounging your next meal. How does it feel? How does it feel to be without a home? Like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. Oh, you've gone to the finest school, all right, Miss Lonely, but you know you only used to get juiced in it. Nobody's ever taught you how to live out on the street, and now you're gonna have to get used to it. You say you never compromise with a mystery tramp, but now you realize he's not selling any alibis as you stare into the vacuum of his eyes and say, do you want to make a deal? How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own with no direction home? A complete unknown, like a rolling stone. Oh, you never turned around to see the frowns on the jugglers and the clowns when they all did tricks for you. Never understood that it ain't no good. You shouldn't let other people get your kicks for you. You used to ride on a chrome horse with your diplomat, who carried on his shoulder a Siamese cat. Ain't it hard when you discover that he really wasn't where it's at? After he took from you everything you can't refuse. When you ain't got nothing, you got nothing to lose. You're invisible now, you got no secrets to conceal. How does it feel? Ah, how does it feel to be on your own with no direction home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone?
So you knew the song.
Yes, I've heard this song before. Most of the Dylan that I know is from being in the car with you.
So we started off sort of asking what you knew about Dylan, and you said you know, or you've heard, or you understand. He's a great songwriter, but you have a hard time with his voice. You've listened to 2 songs so far. Has the voice been an impediment to your enjoyment of either of those 2 songs?
I mean, a little bit. The first one, not so much. I think actually the voice really fits that.
Subterranean Homesickness.
Yeah, I thought that one worked well with the voice. But the voice does, I don't know, there's just something about it. Like, I'm tempted to say he's a bad singer, but like, that like, what does that even mean? He hits the notes, but there's just something about how he does it that just, I don't know, it doesn't sit right with me.
Okay, well, I mean, you're not the first person to make that remark. So we've got 3 more options here. We have love song, lyrical poetry, and humorous. Which of those 3 strikes your fancy?
Let's go with a little humorous send-off.
Humorous. Okay. Humorous. This one slays me every time. Motorcycle Nightmare.
That is quite the name.
That is quite the name. It is. This song makes me laugh every time. It's one of my favorites to play on the guitar.
Oh, all right.
When I'm in the mood.
I pounded on a farmhouse looking for a place to stay. I was mighty, mighty tired. I'd come a long, long way. I said, hey, hey in there, is there anybody home? I was standing on the steps, feeling most alone, when out comes a farmer. He must have thought that I was nuts. He immediately looked at me and stuck a gun into my guts. I fell down to my bended knees, saying, I dig farmers, don't shoot me, please. He cocked his rifle and began to shout, are you that traveling salesman that I have heard about? I said, no, 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 I'm a doctor and it's true. I'm a clean-cut kid and I've been to college too. Then comes his daughter, whose name was Rita. She looked like she stepped out of La Dolce Vita. I immediately tried to cool it with her dad and told him what a nice, pretty farm he had. He said, what do doctors know about farms, pray tell? I said, I was born at the bottom of a wishing well. Well, by the dirt beneath my nails, I guess he knew I wouldn't lie. He said, I guess you're tired. He said it kind of sly. I said, yes, 10,000 miles today I drove. He said, I got a bed for you underneath this stove. Just one condition, you can go to sleep right now, that you don't touch my daughter and in the morning milk the cows. I was sleeping like a rat when I heard something jerking. There stood Rita looking just like Tony Perkins. She said, would you like to take a shower? I'll show you up to the door. I said, oh no, no, I've been through this movie before. I knew I had to split, but I did not know how. When she said, would you like to take that shower now? Well, I couldn't leave unless the old man chased me out, 'cause I'd already promised that I'd milk his cows. I had to say something to strike him very weird, so I yelled I like Fidel Castro and his beard. Rita looked offended, but she got out of the way as he came charging down the stairs saying, "What's that I heard you say?" I said, "I like Fidel Castro, I think you heard me right." Then I ducked as he swung at me with all his might. Rita mumbled something about her mother on the hill as his fist had hit the icebox. He said he's gonna kill me if I don't get out the door in 2 seconds flat. You unpatriotic, rotten Dr. Commie Rat. Well, he threw a Reader's Digest at my head and I did run. I did a somersault as I seen him get his gun and crashed through the window at 100 miles an hour and landed fully blast in his garden flowers. Rita said, "Come back," and he started to load. The sun was coming up and I was running down the road. Well, I don't figure I'll be back there for a spell, even though Rita moved away and got a job at a motel. He still waits for me, constant on the sly. He wants to turn me into the FBI. Me, I romp and stomping, thankful as I romp. Without freedom of speech, I might be in the swamp.
Even he laughs at the end of it.
Totally. I think I remember hearing the "I like Fidel Castro" and his beard line for the first, however old I was when I heard that, and not really knowing who Fidel Castro was at that point because I was probably too young or uneducated enough to know, and so it didn't really strike me as funny. And it wasn't until later on that I understand the historical context in which that song was written, where saying "I like Fidel Castro and his beard" could be really a contentious statement to make.
I also love the that sort of droning, repetitive guitar background as sort of a backdrop for the story that's being told. I think that worked really well. Provided some musical undertones to it without being too complex that it takes away from the story that he's telling.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. I love the setup, right, where he goes there and the farmer is really suspicious. You're that traveling salesman that I heard about. Like, no, I'm a doctor and it's true.
No.
I'm a clean cut kid and I've been
went to college too.
And then, so we got 3 songs. We had "Scorched Earth," "Subterranean Homesick Blues." Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
All right.
Very much so.
Great. We had "Folk Rock," "Like a Rolling Stone." Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I love the song. Singing great, but it's still a thumbs up.
Still a thumbs up. So the song is great. The vocal performance you could do without.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Humorous. "Motorcycle Nightmare." Thumbs up.
That's a big thumbs up. I very much enjoyed
big
that
thumbs
one.
up. Yeah. All right. So do you want to know what the other 2 were?
Sure.
All right. So I had 2 others. I had lyrical / poetry. I could have gone in so many directions with this one.
Yeah, no, I know. His whole discography.
I went with Mr. Tambourine Man. Do you know Mr. Tambourine Man?
I think so. I haven't heard it in a long time, though.
Okay. And then for love song, oh man, again, I could have gone in so many directions for all of these categories. But I went with one that just sits with me and has for a very long time, and it's "Boots of Spanish Leather," which I just
love that one.
I just love that song.
Yeah.
So I could have gone with either of those 2 had you chosen those 2. But I would recommend you listen to those 2 when you have a chance. Mr. Tambourine Man and "Boots of Spanish Leather." All right. So thanks so much for doing this.
Of course. No problem.
Next time it's your turn to share a song. All right. You already have something in mind?
Possibly.
All right.
We'll see.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.